Matt Schneiman, Barry News Group. Martavis, I guess, did you see a trade coming this offseason, and what was your reaction when you found out it would be the Raiders? Why do you think you fit in here?
I honestly tried to keep my mind off of it and just stay focused working out. And, I got the call yesterday, and it was truly a blessing from God. I thank the Raider organization and Coach Gruden for giving me a second chance. And it's a clean slate, man. We're just trying to be great.
Another question, guys?
Kevin Bollinger, Fox Las Vegas. Can you just talk a little bit about your game and how you're going to fit in here with Derek Carr and the other receiving corps?
Just going to come in and just try to contribute the best way I can. Whatever coach need me to do or whatever my teammates need me to do, just to be there for them and have their back, and just go to work every day, come to work every day, and just let everything fall in place.
Vic Tafer from The Athletic. John, what do you get in Martavis? What does he bring to the mix?
Well, if you're looking for a size receiver, a big receiver, he's big. He's 6'4". We're looking for a fast receiver. He's fast. He runs sub 4.4. So he has size. He has speed. I've seen the Steelers practice in my previous position. The man knows how to practice. The guy knows how to prepare. He's been through a lot in his life, and he's got something to prove, and I think we're catching him at the right time. Mike Tomlin is a friend of mine. I coach with Mike, and I got a lot of confidence in this young man. I think a change of scenery could unleash his greatness, and to put him in a lineup with Jordy Nelson and Amari Cooper and Jared Cook and Derek Carr excites me a lot.
Martavis, Paul Gutierrez from ESPN. When you hear what John just said about second chances, and yesterday Reggie said that they feel like they have the capabilities, the facilities to try to help you get going again, what does that mean to you to hear that?
It's a blessing and an honor. It shows that they kept faith in me, and they got faith in me, and also that I believe in myself. And things ain't gonna be easy. Things are always not easy, but you just gotta keep fighting, keep working, and I'm gonna be all right, man. I'm gonna handle my business, kind of work every day, prepare, and just go out and handle my business as a man.
Hey, Martavis, Jerry McDonald from the Bay Area News Group. What did you find out about yourself last year after having to sit out the previous year? What did you find out about yourself personally?
Just a reality check, and just seeing all the people that was there for me, who was really there, who wasn't. And I stayed close to my family. I have had a son that was about to be born, so I just stayed focused on my family and just working out and taking care of myself and being the best Martavis Bryant that I can be. I wasn't able to play football, so I tried to stay away from it and just focus on my family and myself.
Matt Schneiman, Barry News Group. You heard Coach Gruden list the receivers, the quarterback this team has. How much does that excite you? Amari Cooper, Jordy Nelson, Derek Carr, and I know you obviously played in a great offense in Pittsburgh. What do you think of this one?
Very exciting. We got great guys here that want to contribute and want to be great, and I want to be great as well. And we just got to work hard in practice and develop the chemistry. And once the chemistry develops, the sky's the limit.
Martavis, Paul Gutierrez again here from ESPN. And traditionally, there's been a huge rivalry between the Raiders and the Steelers way back when. Being in Pittsburgh, what was the impression of the Raiders as an organization when you were a player with the Steelers?
Great organization, just like Pittsburgh is. Very competitive, great fans. Of course, each team want to win, so you know how it was. But I'm not focusing on it no more. In the future, it's time to focus on what I got to do now.
Martavis, the Raiders traded a third-round pick for you. Usually they would take a player who's under contract for 4 years, but with you, going into the final season of your deal, there's some risk there. There's some risk with the history, with the suspension. What does it mean to you that they took that risk? And also, how is you sure that this thing isn't just a one-year thing? This is a long-term relationship that will be formed here.
Just by handling my business as a man, it's not my first rodeo. I had my difficulties in my past, but I came a long way from that, and it's all about just keeping the right resources around me to continue to stay on the right path, and I'm going to make sure I get that done.
Martavis, Jerry McDonald again from Bay Area News Group. Has Derek Carr reached out to you?
Talked to him last night.
Yeah? Was he excited?
Very excited.
Eddie Pascal, Raiders.com. Coach, Al Davis used to talk about the vertical game and the importance of that on an offense. Adding a guy like Martavis into the mix, what does that do for an opposing defense?
Well, I think it puts a lot of pressure on them, no matter what personnel grouping we're in. I think it'll help our running game, honestly. We have Marshawn Lynch. I'm sure he's sitting at home happy with this acquisition. I think our running game will improve. You want to bring the safety down in the box and play an 8-man front. We have a quarterback that can recognize that can create some matchups on the outside. It's one-on-one, and this man has made a living going down the field getting the football. So it's a great day for us. We have a lot to prove, and we're anxious to prove it.
Martavis, you know your game as best as anyone. What do you feel you have left, or just to show, just that untapped potential that is within yourself?
It's a clean slate and a fresh start for me. I got a lot to prove. I just don't want to be a one-dimensional player, so I got a lot of work to do to work on all aspects of my game, and I'm gonna do that just to prove to myself that I can be great.
Reggie, Kyle Martin, Raiders.com. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Martavis came out in the same draft as Khalil and Derek. A lot of talented wide receivers came out that year. Do you remember evaluating him at all during the draft process?
No question. Absolutely. He was, when you get a guy this size and with the way he ran, he was going to be a threat. And we're excited to add him to our roster right now. So I'm sure he's going to elevate our offense, and he's going to elevate this team.